The action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Well, later tonight, we have more football, Sunday night football, a good one out west. Steelers and Chargers might see equal amounts of black and gold mixed with a powder blue in the stands for that one. And then tomorrow, Monday night football, Detroit and Green Bay battle in the NFC North from Lambeau Field. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
380. 55. You must be dreaming. 1-1. 55, 955. Hey, eat. I'm coming. Hey, Zoo. 55. Here we go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Receiver. Hey, high 7. 56. Watch the pass.
They'll set up a throw. They'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the 1st down in the process.
That's good for a Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
You're not ready.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
From just shy of midfield, Foles. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 22, Foles. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
After the sack on first down, Foles forced out to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down, makes it manageable now.
The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. On third down, Fournette. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And Lambo will put this one through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 32-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
0-2.
Breeze now on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hey, Mike's 15. Mike's 15.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Hey, we're going to go Mike 15, guys. Mike 15, all right?
Good set.
Now Breeze. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Let's go, baby.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
26 yards.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Taylor Gabriel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at the 3. He'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, Well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Under. 55, Mike 55. I got it.
They'll look to throw here. He's got the hook up with Conley. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Out of bounds at his own 48-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
56 to Mike.
Bravo.
I'm coming, baby. Woo! 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Let's go, D.
2nd and 2. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check.
Hey, exit.
They'll throw now on the final play. And able to find Conley. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Here we go.
Throwing now is Breeze. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 77 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the 2nd half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set. 180. Here we go, D. Here I come.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They fights him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's going to go deep for Conley. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
Hey, Charlie.
55, Mike, 55.
Here's Foles. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Looking to throw. Being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
56. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Hit him.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Purple 64.
99. Check 99.
They'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield.
Hey, kill. Under.
Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Breeze. He's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Ready. 95-56, 95-56.
They'll go to P-Rod, try to pound it in. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They come out here in the eye. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal.
Back, back, back. You kill.
47, Mike, 47. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Keep going right at him.
55. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Down to hit.
Foles. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. The 40. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards.
That's good for a Jacksonville. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Hey, wahoo!
Push him back. Push him back.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Hey, silent one. Hey, Haywood.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55.
Now Foles. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's out to his running back, Fournette. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
It's just me and you.
Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. And he's got his man on the comebacker. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Motion, motion, motion.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
On the double.
They'll come out in the pistol. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. The field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Conley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A first throw for the backup, Rosen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
2nd and 10 now. It's Rosen. And this is incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, Urban.
Hey, Mike's 15, Mike's 15. Tighten up. Pull it together. Hey, look, we're going to go Mike 15, guys.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Smoke.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Ready?
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now back to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty? When you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
3rd and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20.
Go. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
He'll look to throw. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Marcus Davenport able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, go. Sound good. Sound good.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking long for Westbrook. And no, it's incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Good positioning, and it's picked off. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
That 1st down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7.
Watch the sled.
Hey, check Mike. Watch it, 5.
Got you.
Here's the 2nd and 7. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
They're going to look to throw. And able to find Conley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Well, they go with a slant that time, 15 yards at a 1st down. The setup to throw. The connecting here with DJ Shark. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
56, check 56. Double dog, that's the way.
Flat.
56 to Mike.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Brooklyn?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Foles. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Too little, Captain.
5.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Yes.
Ship. Alert flare, alert flare, flare.
Yes.
Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 50.
Go.
Watch one.
Hey, check Mike. Watch it.
He'll drop to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Again, it's Cohen, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Hey, alert. 80.
From midfield now, here's Rosen. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit, they were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for New Orleans, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.